Hello everybody, I'm coming to you from the self-construct. Today, we're going to be asking about, I don't know what we're asking about. How about that? How about, in the end of this video, I will decide what we're asking about, and then that's what I will post as the video description. Because honestly, I can't seem to get a good read around a specific question. So I'm going to just feel the energy of these cards and see if I'm going to be able to channel this way. Although I know that I'm channeling it, I would like to have a little bit more clarity with my channeling rather than, there's been a lot of back and forth energy. So I'm trying to really, get that succinct and what is really occurring right now. Yeah. Okay. So the essence of this question here, and I think that's really, from what I'm getting, this is a question of spiritual development. How does Taurus really move forward with their spiritual development? Is it in the form of what is it? What forms does this come from? This is a shaman, so the very mystical, unforeseen forces, things that are very behind the scenes, that really require a lot of silence and a lot of wisdom and a lot of integrity, a lot of willingness for the night to come, the willingness for the ending of things, and also the willingness of immersing itself in the magic of creation, the magic of life. Influences from within is fullness, 3 of water. I think that there's a lot of energy that's happening right now, feeling very full, very plump, very, just bursting a little bit as this energy right now is just a very bursting energy, very full, very bearing of fruit, a lot of variety, a lot of different beautiful things that are happening. And outside influences is the clown. So I'm getting that there's a lot of really funny things that are happening. Things that are like unexpectedly entertaining. In the Native American deck, the clown represents somebody who has the ability to laugh at themselves and to really just have fun and play around in life and to really immerse themselves in this. And the clown is celebrated. And this is what's happening on the outside. I have a feeling that it's not just me who's experiencing really weird things that are super entertaining, but very unexpected, but like also very expected at the same time. Like, how something happens that is like super out of the ordinary, but so funny because it just feels so entertaining to be around, sort of like it feels right in its own way. Like this is what's happening on the outside, just really, serendipitous happenings. Path of action here, finding your wealth, finding what really soothes you, what really makes you feel plump and, happy and full on the inside. I think a lot of this has to do with your own spiritual development. So finding out what's, where your wealth comes from in, the quiet and in areas that maybe are unseen, that require a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and also some playfulness and some fullness too. But I think all these cards ultimately lead to this type of wisdom that I think we're really looking for, and we're accumulating a sort of wealth right now. The path of passivity, though, at least for me recently, I can attest to this. So hopefully whoever is channeling into this reading as well can relate. This path of passivity, things are a bit oppressive, things are feeling maybe slightly blocked, maybe opportunities are not coming in the way that you wish that they were, wanting something more but maybe not being able to get it, something like this is happening. So there is an influence that is out of your control. It's really out of your control, and I think that something that balances this, that counteracts this, is your influences from within, which is the Mother of Air. I believe that if I remember correctly, before I tell you, maybe I just open it up. I think I know what it is. Self-awareness. So, having the strength of being who you truly are, not who you're supposed to be or should have been, what people want you to become. So although that there's this like oppressive thing that you passively are experiencing a little bit, or that you have no control over, who you really are is you, and you're powerful, and you're beautiful, and you're amazing, and you're absolutely amazing. So just remember that, although that there might be a little bit of this here, there's also so much fullness, there's a playfulness, there's wealth that you're experiencing. There might be a little bit of oppression, but I think really what I'm seeing here is that is just part of a cycle. Nothing to be too concerned about. Just a small dip in your development. The final outcome here is going to be the Son of Fire, and this is going to be courage. Yeah. You're gonna have some of your values put into play, and it's gonna throw you in for a loop a little bit, I'm seeing, and you're going just to have the courage to be able to move forward. These types of interesting things that are happening, both serendipitously and beautifully and oppressively, these all are going to require courage to be able to really understand what's happening. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals. I don't understand why I'm getting so many mixed signals, because here, this is the same type of thing. I'm pulling it again. Mixed signals. Fullness. Excess. So, very mixed signals. Maybe there is this inner peace that's coming. Maybe this is really what's happening, this pleasure, inner peace and pleasure. Perhaps these mixed signals, so oppression and wealth, or the oppression and the clown, these types of mixed signals, I think, are leading, they're leading to something. They're leading to they're leading to integration. So needing the dark and needing the light, I'm seeing that there's a little bit of this type of balancing act. The spiritualization of matter, they call this, with the birds coming out of the tapestry that this woman built. So that's really what I'm seeing right now, is that there's an integration aspect. The past readings would make a little bit more sense now that I'm reading this. Is there's multiple influences. There's a dark and there's a light, but and who you truly are both of these types of things, and you're very sensitive too. Father of water. Let's see here. Sensitivity, Yeah, psychic receptivity, patience, inner knowing, intuitive thought processes. Heed your subtlest imitations, even if you can't put it into words. Something is speaking to you more clearly than anything has ever spoken to you. There's something there. There's something there. There's a clarity there. There's something that you're finding. There's a direction. I don't know. There's something happening. You might be a bit insecure because I think that you know that there's something beautiful, amazing around the corner, but I think that you're not entirely sure what's going to happen. You've had a lot of loss. You've had a lot of issues in your life. But here I'm seeing Ace of Fire, you know, like I'm getting more from the readings that I've been getting. I'm getting more of like you're on the upswing, or like you're on like the balanced area. Like you're moving into something more generative, something more creative, something more energy, with more energy. The Ace of Fire, let's see. Power, vitality, transformation, sustained courage, right here. This guy's a courage, sustained, joyously forging ahead, impetus to expand, strong self-confidence. They're sacred, not merely a sign of rising strength. They're also a sign of higher spiritual awakening, okay? You're in for a higher spiritual awakening right now. Something is really happening right now for you. You have an access to an eternal reservoir of sustained fiery power. Use it to expand your horizons. As you're a master of the tasks the new phase of your life brings, your consciousness will expand even further beyond anything now you can conceive. Does this happen to do with the person? Does this happen to do with the person? Part of me wants just to stop that reading right there. Is it the person you think it is? I don't know. Is it? So what's your next step then, honey? Ace of Air. What's your next step? Sorry, my cards are all over the place, but I'm channeling, so I'm sorry. Ace of Air. Ace of Air, inspiration. Divine coincidence. Higher insight, natural intelligence, mental clarity, and intellectual peak performance. A carousel of thoughts that spins around endlessly in your head with or without your consent now slows down enough to let you have higher inspirations come through to you. By trusting hunches and inner revelations and faithfully acting on them, you're led to your own true self quite easily. One of the greatest gifts is a state of serene equanimity that follows the moment of inspiration. The experience gives you the certainty that you are on the right track. Okay, you're on the right track. Completion. You're on the way to getting complete. Is there a twin flame situation? Don't know. Something is stagnating me. Something is telling me to stop reading. That's what the reading is telling me. It's telling me that you're done being read. It was like, it's complete. We just told you, honey, it's complete. So I guess we'll see what happens next week. I guess have to just finish that one. I have so many questions, but you know, sometimes with tarot, you can't go farther than where you are. So we get some affirmations, we get something amazing, we get something beautiful, and now it's our turn to sit and wait and contemplate and just take your time, get your inklings, get these feelings. There's something really amazing happening. I don't know, there's something really amazing happening, and I think there's a sustained power. There's something happening. I don't know, man. There's something happening. Evolution. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, join me next week, or in a couple days, I don't know, and we'll keep talking about maybe what's happening. We just follow each other as we're moving through this journey. There's something really amazing on around the corner, though. I can see that. So, and allow yourself to be insecure. Allow yourself to be afraid. There is something there. There's a balancing act, but don't get too lost. Don't get too lost because you know it's really important. All right. Namaste, my friends.